Hey, what do YouTube? This your boy Dieakas, and I'm about to give you my review for NXT Takeover Orlando and Wrestlemania 33. Overall, I thought this weekend was pretty straight as far as events, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into NXT Orlando. First match is Sanity versus Ty Dillinger, Ruby Riot, Roderick Strong, and it was supposed to be No Way Jose, but No Way Jose got jumped previously. So Cassius Ono takes his place. It was a pretty good back and forth match. Uh, um, in the end, Ty Dillinger did take the fall to Big Damo or Killian Dane. Um, I forgot what he calls that finisher, but it looked like a belt. I think it's called a Beldigo or a Joker driver. Yeah, but really good back and forth match. A couple botches by Ruby Riot, but she must have had the jitters or something. I don't know. It's a big event. So next match was Aleister Black, who is also known as Tommy End, versus Andrade Almas. Aleister Black had a very impressive entrance. Me as a metalhead, I really liked his entrance. Um, I like the little meditation shit he does. He's just an interesting character. He reminds me of an inverse version of Mordecai, the old character Mordecai. That's what he reminds me of. His theme music reminds me of Mordecai as well. But Aleister Black does get the victory via the, what's it called, the spinning kick called the Black Mask, I believe. Really good match though. It showed what Aleister Black could do, and Andrade is really coming into his home as a heel character. Hands down, the match of the night was the Authors of Pain versus DIY and the Revival for the NXT Tag Team Championships. I must say the new belts look awesome. All of them look pretty good. Some of them even rival the main roster titles. I'm just wondering, who the hell is going to take down the Authors of Pain? They are pretty much invulnerable. Yeah, they did get their spots. I mean, yeah, DIY and the Revival did get their spots in. But it just seems that after taking all that abuse, they're just still moving around. The Authors of Pain got hit by multiple tag finishers. Even DIY and the Revival try to work together to take these fuckers down. They had so many good spots in this match. This is already a match of the year candidate. But who the hell is going to take down the Authors of Pain? They were just using their finishers. They did the I don't know what they call it. I just call it the do it yourself, the knee strike and the super kick. Then I think Tommaso Ciampa and Dash Wilder did the shatter machine on them. Then they had them in the I think it was the Gargano trap and the inverted figure four. What was that before? Then there was a superplex to the outside. There's just so many good spots in this match, and so many false finishes, so many close endings. But in the end, I think it was Scott Dawson Rose and No, it was Tommaso Ciampa, and one of the Authors of Pain just tagged himself in, clotheslines the living shit out of Scott Dawson. Then they go into the final chapter, eliminate DIY, and after a while, it's just pretty much basics. They pick apart Scott Dawson, Dash Wilder. We thought it was gonna be over when not Scott Dawson, but Dash Wilder held one of the AOP members by the leg as Scott Dawson tried to roll them up, and after that, Super Collider Powerbomb, and it was over. I don't think anybody's going to beat these guys anytime soon. Speaking of people not getting beat anytime soon, we have two undefeated people on NXT going at each other for the NXT Women's Championship. We have Asuka and we have Ember Moon. Pretty physical match. I would expect nothing less from either one of these girls, or women, my bad. Asuka does get the win after after she gets the ref involved in some way and then kicks Ember Moon in the head. But Ember Moon was close to winning that championship, I believe. But Asuka is just, it's coming to that point in her title reign where she's getting more and more desperate to keep that title. So she's using any means necessary, like, Triple H, the Cerebral Assassin. Main event is Bobby Roode versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I like this match. I think in my opinion, I thought it was better than the first match they had. And Bobby Roode kept on working Shinsuke's knee throughout the entire match. Shinsuke started on the House of Fire for like 4 or 5 minutes, and then Bobby Roode it became a back and forth between Bobby Roode and him. I must say, I'm really starting to enjoy Bobby Roode's glorious DDT. The way he hits it, I guess it's the way that Shinsuke sells it, because when Shinsuke sells it, it's like he gets spiked on his head each time, and it makes the move look way more impactful than it should be. Everybody else just lands out flat. No, he lands on his head and neck. It's pretty cool. But Bobby Roode does retain the championship via the glorious mid-rope glorious DDT. That's the end of NXT Takeover Orlando. If I had to give this show a rating, I'd go with 9 flat. I have nothing but positive things to say about the show. So let's go on to the main show, WrestleMania 33. We'll start from the top. Pre-show, Neville versus Austin Aries for the Cruiserweight Championship, of course. It was a pretty good match for the time it was given. I thought Austin Aries had him a couple times, but Neville does land the Red Arrow, which I see him going to more and more to retain the Cruiserweight Championship. Let's go to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I think I got up to do something and I missed part of it. By the time I got in there, I think it was Dolph Ziggler and some other people left over. But of all people to win this match, Mojo fucking Rawley, my bad. Mojo Rawley, not Alex Rawley, but Mojo Rawley won the match by eliminating Jinder Mahal. It was pretty interesting to have Rob Gronkowski enter the match, and it sort of felt awkward because they just let him just do that shit. I guess it's because it was Rob Gronkowski. Who's going to tell him no, right? I think Jinder Mahal gets in Gronkowski's face, takes his drink, spills it all over him. And Gronkowski says, I'm not having none of that shit. So he gets in the ring, tackles the shit out of Jinder Mahal, and ultimately leads to Mojo Rawley winning. And they celebrate afterwards. Yay. That's one of the swerves in the night right there. And I found it quite funny that they said that whoever wins the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal gets such a rise when the person that won it last year is in the fucking pre-show in a WWE Intercontinental Championship match. Pretty hilarious. Very ironic. Speaking of that match, Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. It was an okay match. That's it. I think Baron Corbin, pretty funny that Baron Corbin is still doing the same shit that cost him time and time again against, I think it was Randy Orton? It was some veteran. And he was still showboating, fucking talking shit. And that's what made him, ultimately led to his defeat. He's like, this is the end for Dean Ambrose. And 130 days later, I think Dean Ambrose says, nah, it's not. So Dean Ambrose does retain. Let's go to the main show. Oh, God. AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon. For everybody that thought this match was going to suck, I believe Shane brought his A game. I think he brought his A+ game. It wasn't enough, but he brought his A+ game. Shane's punches actually look believable instead of them little shuffle punches he be doing. Styles did get a lot of offense in the beginning, but Shane had offense too. I think Shane had he had an angle slam. He had I think he did a throw suplex, which is pretty funny. I mean, it was a really good back and forth match. It was way better than the match should have been. Shane did do the little leap of faith elbow to the outside, completely missed. No, AJ Styles also went for the coast to coast. Shane countered it and then did his own coast to coast. I think the finish of the match was AJ was down and Shane went for a fucking shooting star press. And I'm thinking, what in the hell? I've never seen Shane do this shit. This shit was awesome. He missed, of course, and that led to the phenomenal forearm that finally put him down. But like I said before, this match was way better than it should have been. Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho for the United States Championship. It's like a lot of these matches. The build-up was way better than the match itself. Pretty much, Chris Jericho put over Kevin Owens. I mean, there's not really much you can do at that point. The match was pretty straight, though. I remember there's one pop-up powerbomb. Jericho kicked out of it. There was a pop-up powerbomb countered into the codebreaker. Owens kicked out of that. And what ultimately led to the end of the match was the apron powerbomb, which Kevin Owens has put so many people away with. And that was it. And Kevin Owens is your new United States champion. The next match is Bayley versus Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax and Sasha Banks. It's a fatal four-way elimination match for the Raw Women's Championship. This match could have been way better, in my opinion, if they would have exposed the Steel correctly. The Steel was not exposed correctly. First person to be eliminated was Nia Jax. They had to pretty much triple team her the entire time in order to put her down. And the thing is, she doesn't even look bad because the only way they could have defeated her was damn triple teamer. So after they get rid of Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair's like, yeah, high five. Like, they're not having any of it. Charlotte leaves the ring. Bayley and Sasha go at it for a while. I believe Sasha was the next person to get eliminated. When she tried to roll up Charlotte Flair, she hit the exposed Steel, which was still covered, so it wasn't fucking exposed. And then she got pinned by Charlotte Flair. So I think it was Bayley and Charlotte Flair at the end, and Bayley gets the win via the Macho Man elbow drop. The match could have been way better. It pales in comparison to the other matches they've had. These giant fatal four ways and shit for the Raw Women's Championship, or period, anything. I mean, it pales in comparison to the one last year, but what can you say? They tried something new. It sort of fell flat. Next match is the Fatal 4-Way ladder match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Well, it was a triple threat, actually. It was Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, Cesaro and Sheamus, Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. So, just as the match was about to begin, the New Day come out. And they're in their wrestling gear. It's like, oh shit, they're going to insert themselves into this fucking match. Oh, great. What kind of fucking host insert themselves into a damn match? It's just overusing power. Nope, they swerve the living shit out of us. You hear the ding, 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 ding. I'm like, oh, no fucking way. That was the holy shit moment of the fucking night. The fucking Hardy Boys came back. Oh, people. Oh, my God. That shit gave me goosebumps, man. I was like, what? And nobody was watching with me. He said, there's no way. These people are chanting delete, delete, delete. There's no way they're going to come out. And then the music hit, and I'm like, oh my God. The Hardy Boys. They're fucking back in WWE. What are the fucking chances? But the Hardy Boys come out. They come out of House of Fire. Everybody pretty much gets their spots in the match or whatever. I think what had broken down was the Hardy Boys. Matt Hardy had hit a elevated twist of fate off the ladder to Carl Anderson. Jeff had swanton off a 14-foot ladder to Sheamus and Cesaro. And it ultimately led to Matt Hardy ascending the ladder and capturing the Raw Tag Team Championships. I would have never thought in a million years throughout the annals of space and time that this would ever fucking happen. So good job, WWE, for concealing the fuck out of that shit. Even though there's a lot of reports saying that it might happen. And good job for the Hardy Boys for concealing that shit. Good job. It's still real to me, damn it. Next match is John Cena and Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maurice. I didn't watch this match. I just watched it for the end. Cena and Bella pinned Miz and Maurice after hitting their respective finishers. John Cena gets on. John Cena proposes to Nikki Bella. Actually said her real name on TV, which is pretty funny. And it was a feel good moment. Everybody was booing and shit. Like, shut the fuck up, jeez. Dude can't have his damn WrestleMania moment, even though he's had plenty. But shit, shut the fuck up. Seth Rollins versus Triple H in a non-sanctioned match with Stephanie McMahon. This was a good match too. Seth Rollins really sold that knee injury. I'm really glad that this match had no interference. I'm so glad it had no interference, because the interference would have made it worse. Multiple weapons were used. The entrances were pretty cool. Triple H had the convoy, I guess. Police motorcycle convoy. It reminded me of the Kill by Death video from way back in the day, with Lemmy on a motorcycle with a chick. And yeah, pretty cool looking bike though. Then you had Seth Rollins come out. He lit the ramp on fire with his little beacon or some shit. Not beacon, but his little torch. He lit the ramp on fire. It was some pretty cool shit. But I think the finish was they went for multiple pedigrees or whatever. Actually, most of the match, Triple H really worked the knee of Seth Rollins, which was good. He played to the injury really good. Sledgehammer got involved a couple times. Well, actually, it really didn't get involved. Now I think about it. Steel chair was involved. At multiple moments, you thought Triple H was just gonna win. Just win. Like when he put in the invert figure 4 and other shit. You thought he was gonna win. Seth Rollins remained strong. Refused to tap out. The finish was Seth Rollins whipped Triple H into the ropes, almost hit Stephanie McMahon, who was on the apron. Then Rollins strikes Triple H, knocks Stephanie McMahon into a table, which is pretty funny, which was funny as hell. I fucking bust out laughing. Seth Rollins hits the pedigree, and it was over. So overall, I thought this match was really good. Better than this next match. Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt for the WWE Championship. For all this build that they did for Bray Wyatt, his championship reign was pretty much shit. So, I think this match was, what's the word I'm looking for? It was overbooked via special effects. The special effects in this match were pretty cool. They were pretty cool, but they were doing all these special effects, and Randy Orton still defeated him like nothing happened. So, in my opinion, I thought it was a little too soon to pull the trigger on Bray Wyatt's WWE Championship reign. But then again, if you think about it, it's the hero actually defeating the villain in WWE standards, or storytelling standards anyway. Is this the last time Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton will fight? I highly fucking doubt it. Next match is Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg for the Universal Championship. I promised in the Random Wrestling episode 6, watch it please, that if Brock Lesnar walked out of WrestleMania 33 as champion, I'd give WrestleMania 33 a 3. But because of stuff that happened in the Roman Reigns Undertaker match, the post match or whatever, I can't give this show a 3. But I'll explain that when I go into my scoring. It took 10 suplexes and one F5 to finally put down Goldberg. But Brock Lesnar showed why he was the beast. He took 2 spears in the ring, a spear to the outside, and another spear, a jackhammer. And he still managed to kick out. And after a while, Goldberg, I really can't say that this match, this match culminates everything. Of course, Brock Lesnar won the championship, but you're still down 2-1 from number standards. Yeah, you won at WrestleMania, but Brock Lesnar is still down a loss to Goldberg. I don't think there should be another match down the line. I think it should be done. Goldberg says he wants to take that time off, so let this be done. This match was pretty good. I like this match, but I just wish there were different participants, if that makes any sense. Next match is the 6-pack challenge for the WWE Women's Championship. We have Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Carmella with James Ellsworth, Mickie James, and Natalya. I think I skipped most of this match. I did catch when Becky Lynch was giving everybody Bexploders and stuff. She even gave one to James Ellsworth, and that was quite funny. I think the finish was Naomi submitted Alexa Bliss by using some weird. It was like an arm trap choke. Yeah, it looked like an arm trap choke, and I'm glad Alexa Bliss is double jointed, because if that was anybody else, my God, that would have hurt like shit. Naomi does break the curse of people losing in their hometown, so yay for her. And I'm glad she's back. I'm glad she actually made it to WrestleMania. She came back and she won her championship back. So congrats to Naomi, I guess. The main event. Oh boy, this assault is going to be great. Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker in a no-holds-barred match. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually glad that Roman Reigns won. If you saw The Undertaker in this match, he brought everything. He put everything into this match. He went till he couldn't go no more. He's a 50-year-old man. What the fuck did y'all expect to happen? You expected The Undertaker to actually win? I don't know what to say. I don't know where your logic lies. I mean, I understand wrestling is fake and shit. And I understand that a lot of people saying, like, a lot of the people that don't watch the show watch, wrestling on a weekly basis understand, well, Undertaker should have won against us. No, he shouldn't have. This is the way he wanted to go out. He wanted to go out on his back. Pretty much, it's because it's one of the unwritten rules of wrestling. You always go out on your back. I can't think of or find a better opponent for him to put the Undertaker down than Roman Reigns, one of the rising stars of WWE. What about Kevin Owens? He's involved with a match with Chris Jericho, Braun Strowman. He's not ready yet, and he's still a little green. What about John Cena? He's trying to find love in his life. AJ Styles, he's involved with a match with Shane McMahon, and also he was in TNA for 15 years, or I don't know how long. Was it? It was a long time. It was like 10 years or something. I don't know. He was in TNA for a long fucking time. That goddamn it, and I would not give it. I would not give that honor to an outsider. Give it to somebody that came up in the WWE machine. It was a pretty good. I thought it was a pretty good match. Roman hit spear after spear after spear after spear on the Undertaker. Undertaker would not stay down. Roman started to doubt himself. He's like, I can't do it. Just stay down. And Undertaker says, he looked at him and says, you don't have the balls. You don't have the balls. Roman was like, all right, old man. I'm gonna really kill your dead ass. So that last spear was so funny. Off the rope, bam! Spear, 1, 2, 3. Undertaker's record at WrestleMania goes to 23. Is it 23-2? 22-2? It's one of those. I can't remember the exact record. Is it? It's 23-2, I believe. Yeah, 23-2. But if you compare the Undertaker's record to like somebody like Shawn Michaels, who is considered Mr. WrestleMania, he has like 12 losses though. And then you have Triple H, who has like, I want to say either 13 or 14 losses at WrestleMania. And you look at the Undertaker's record of 23-2. I mean, it shouldn't even have that 2 in there. It should be a 1 right here, because you should have saved it for a person that's actually going to be there every damn week instead of a part-timer like Brock Lesnar. It should be 24-1. I don't think I could think of anybody else that could have put the Undertaker down other than Roman Reigns. I mean, it could have been a heel Roman Reigns, but have you seen those merch sales? Nah, that nigga is not turning. He is not turning heel anytime soon. So y'all might as well motherfucking respect that shit. Believe that. After the match though, Roman Reigns celebrates. He hesitatively, is that a word? He slowly gets out the ring, heads up the ramp, celebrates, and walks off. And one of the saddest fucking things I have ever seen in my fucking life happened. Undertaker has his coat on. He has his hat, his gloves. He slowly takes off his gloves, puts them on the mat, takes off his... God damn, this is harder to say. He takes off his coat, his trench coat that he's worn so many years. Or maybe he got a new one. Who cares? Who knows? Who cares? Takes off his hat, puts that in the ring, leaves the ring, kisses Michelle McCool, heads up the ramp one last time. He does his Undertaker salute, looks back, does his Undertaker salute, and just fades. Fades into the abyss. Alright. After that, I couldn't possibly give WrestleMania a 3. The man left his heart and soul in the ring, pretty much signifying the end of his career. And I can't do that shit. So I have to I apologize, but I have to renege on my score of 3. If I had to give WrestleMania 33 a score, I'm gonna put it at a 7.6 out of 10. It's not the greatest show. It's 45 times better than fucking WrestleMania 32. But there's a couple of booking decisions or a couple of matches that could have made the show better. I mean, I enjoyed the Hardys. The Hardy Boys was a highlight. Shane and AJ Styles was a highlight. Triple H and Seth Rollins was a highlight. The Brock Lesnar and Goldberg match was way better than it should have been. So yeah, 7.6. It may change when we do Real Wrestling, but that's my score for now, and I'm gonna stick to it for now. I'd like to thank y'all for listening to my video. Stay tuned for Real Wrestling episode whatever. I don't know what episode it is, but we've done too many of them. I want to say 59. Maybe that's right. Maybe that's wrong. I don't fucking know. Let me see. Yep. Stay tuned for Real Wrestling 59, either coming this week or next week. And peace. Thank you, Taker. Thank you.